fucking with me, I'm just not in a good I'm not in a good mood right now. I really am not. But I'm gonna do what I can to give y'all the information that I have. Okay? And so we're gonna try to work. I'm gonna try to pull myself out this funky ass. I need a drink! And I need my man. If you don't know, I suffer from ADHD. Hi in YouTube land. And I don't mean the play ADHD that everybody talks about. I've had it since I was 7. I was born in the 80s. You do the math. Okay? I'm also a functioning depressant. I walk around depressed every day. Every day is a depressed day for me. So I choose to be happy. My brain is fucking with me today. It was fucking with me yesterday really bad. But today it's really fucking with me. So I'm doing my best not to fucking crash out and shut down. I'm doing my best. I am doing my fucking best. Good morning, Elizabeth. Good morning, Jennifer. Okay? I'm definitely trying not to fucking crash out and shut down. But today has been one of those days. Today has been one of those days. If you guys can see the recap video, please like, comment, share it, and repost. That's the only way people will know that I'm live is if I'm on the FYP page. That's the reason I asked y'all to go to the video and pump that up, because people, I will get on the FYP page and people can get in and get the information. Thank you for the prayers. We're going to get this shit started. So, let's just go from the beginning. Apparently, there's a hidden new law in the tax bill. There's a GOP new tax bill plan hidden in the big bill. The big bill, there's something hidden in there, and I think people need to understand. So, there is a plan to use AI to hunt through working class tax documents. There is something put in the tax bill. I've been trying to hunt for it. I've seen a little bit of it, but not a lot. That is going to use AI to look into middle class, working class taxpayers' documents to find whatever they can. We already know who's going to be given that little task. What's going on with my hair is it's in fucking curls. That's what the fuck is going on with my hair, okay? I don't come on this bitch to look cute for y'all. I'm talking to YouTube because they don't know no better. It's in rollers. You ever seen rollers before? I'm pretty sure your mama had a bucket of them or a bag. So, AI will definitely be trying to do that. I need y'all to pay attention to that. Maybe it'll hit big news. Maybe it won't. We already know that Frumpy went and met with the president of Syria, which is a former Al-Qaeda leader linked to dozens of Americans being unalived. Okay? He is now the president of Syria. He overthrew old boy that was there before. So Frumpy is lifting sanctions on Syria. And in return, Syria is going to build them a nice little Trump tower. So now Trump will have a building named after him in Syria. After the years of him telling that we needed to have Muslim bans and we need to have bans on Muslims and Muslims are getting out of the way and Syria is getting out of hand. It doesn't look like that way anymore. Syria has been meeting with France. Syria is now trying to change the outlook of their country. And now that these sanctions are released, Syria may be able to grow their economy. Now, do I trust Syria? No, I don't. I don't trust Syria at all. But we know Trump is all about gifts and being praised. So he's definitely going to stick with Syria as long as Syria keeps kissing his you-know-what. On top of that, Al Qaeda is building, I think, like a $3 million billion golf course for Trump. Yeah, Trump will have his own golf course in Qatar. Trump will have his own golf course in Qatar. These trade offs are getting like, yes, he got a gift from the Prince of Denali, a big ass chain, one of the highest gifts you could receive. Y'all don't understand. Trump has business dealings. As the president of the United States, he is doing business in these countries as a citizen, not as president, which it's got to be illegal. You're doing business dealings in these foreign countries that originally did not fuck with us. And now you got a plane. And I just want to let y'all know that plane, it's going to take years to fix. It's going to take years for it to become Air Force One. Probably, it won't be done till probably Trump is about to get out of office. And it's going to cost us, taxpayers, $1 billion. It's going to cost us taxpayers $1 billion of our tax money to go towards this plane. I thought we were supposed to be saving. I thought we were supposed to be saving money, right? Is the plane for sale, but no one bought it? No, the plane is not for sale. It's a gift. But they have to turn it into Air Force One. By the time it's finished, Trump will be out of office and it'll be at his library. So that airplane is not going to be used for the next president, if we have a next president. But it will cost taxpayers $1 billion to fix. It's a private plane. It is not for the United States. It's not for the White House. It's a private plane. You heard Turkey turn down the plane. Turkey is smart. So, there are Republicans that have come out against this bill. There are Republicans saying they don't approve of cutting Medicaid. Josh Hawley, the governor of Louisiana, said he don't trust nothing that has to do with that plane. He don't trust nothing that has to do with cutting Medicaid. Senator Rand Paul says if Doge is supposed to be looking to cut money, then why are we raising the debt ceiling by $5 trillion? A lot of them are not happy about this bill, and I hope that they're not happy enough not to vote on it. Let's just hope the Republicans are too conservative to raise the debt ceiling. Let's just hope they're not happy enough to raise that damn debt ceiling and that bill goes back down to the House to be reconstructed. No, you didn't miss nothing. I just started at like 12 something. So the president of Harvard has taken a 25% pay cut, because of everything that's going on with the freeze of the $2.2 billion that Trump is freezing their funding. But they just found out they have an original Magna Carta. That bitch is worth millions. I'm saying, I know it's great historian piece of paper to have, but Harvard, sell that damn paper. It's worth millions. That could help cover something that y'all are about to lose. Sell that damn piece of paper, Magna Carta. Sell it to some rich ass person that will buy it for millions of dollars. Y'all don't need it. It's just going to sit in a room. Sell it. Just so y'all can keep them functioning. Because if you don't, everybody going to be taking pay cuts. Everybody. Not just one person. Everybody's going to be taking pay cuts. I'm just saying that would be a smart move. But we'll see what they do. Health Secretary RFK Jr. said that y'all should not be taking health advice from him or medical advice from him. Now, this is y'all health secretary that Trump put in place, said that Y'all should not be taking medical advice from him. I'm fucking confused because that is the job. That is the job you are actually put in place for. What? Like, can we say DEI hire? He is definitely one of those hires. He got hired just because he was this and a Kennedy. He could not even name anything his family members have put into place. And everybody go buy Ben and Jerry ice cream. Ben and Jerry's co-founder Ben Cohen was dragged out of the Health Secretary RFK Jr.'s hearing because he was protesting. He was protesting. We need to go buy as much Ben and Jerry ice cream as we can. Okay? He said RFK unalives people with AIDS. He said Congress pays for the BOMBs to unalive kids in Gaza. He was dragged out and arrested. Go Ben and Jerry's. My favorite is the New York style cheesecake. I can't have it right now because I'm trying to unbig my back. But you get what I'm saying. I fully support him. Speaking of Israel, the UN has stated that the attack on Israel is going through starvation. On Gaza is going through starvation. Israel is trying to basically starve them out to unalive as many as possible. Not including the airstrike they did on a hospital in Gaza the other day. As Frumpy is visiting the Middle East, and he decided to skip over visiting Israel. Israel airstrikes have unalived more than 100 in Gaza, officials say. There's been a total of 24 hours, over 100 people have been unalived and injured. Over a 24-hour span. Not one thing has been said. I don't know if Israel's still burning. I don't think they're still burning. Frumpy said nothing about going to Israel, asking for him to chill the fuck out. Nothing like that has been said at all. It's getting that bad. And yesterday was the anniversary of 77 years since the Nakba, where over 700,000 Palestinians were ethnically cleansed out of Gaza. It's been 77 years since this has begun. Since Israel has been trying to take over that land. So we just got to keep our eyes on it. And I'm going to keep reporting it, even though I don't have the flag or the watermelon in my bio anymore. I'm still going to give y'all the news on what's going on up there. Okay? I'm just not that type of person. Let's give and let's add this. Israel said that it recognizes Palestine's state will force. They're recognizing everybody that is speaking about Palestine, and they will act with force. What did everybody do to you? Now you trying to target everybody? You mad because people are recognizing Palestine as a separated state from you? Yeah, they're not happy about that. They mad. Yeah, Israel said they are starting to look at everybody that supports Palestine, and let's just say they're looking at aiming towards those people. No, they don't recognize freedom of speech. Come on now, let's be real. All last year during the protest, speaking against Israel, men speaking against America. Now all of a sudden that's changed. Jewish people have no power anymore because it's flipped. It's something else. Y'all stood behind Trump this whole time and look at him. He done turned his back on y'all too. Let's give a hand clap for Maryland Governor Wes Moore. He signed 170 bills into law on May 13, covering abortion access, environmental protection, public safety, and more. Notable measures: expanded funding for reproductive health care, stricter penalties for reckless driving, and initiatives to boost Chesapeake Bay conservation. Oh, that's good. He says he's not running for 2028. He says he's not running for 2028. But I'm not gonna put it past him. He may run. He may run. He may run. He says he's denying the claims that he's putting in a bid to run for 2028, but I don't think so. I think he may run. We just gonna have to see how this goes. Home Depot is out. Home Depot is out. Home Depot faces backlash after quietly removing its diversity, equity, and inclusion page. Yeah. Following moves by Walmart and Target. Yep. I guess we got to go to Lowe's. Wait, we can't go to Lowe's either, can we? Is Lowe's on the chopping block? Yes, Home Depot did it. Home Depot rolled back their diversity, equity, and inclusion. Okay, Ace Hardware it is. Ace Hardware it is. It's got to go. Burkina Faso. We got to give a clap up to President Ibrahim. Give a hand clap for President Ibrahim. He's just declared that no elder in his country will pay for electricity or water anymore. It is free for the rest of their life. On top of that, in the last couple of years that he's taken over Burkina Faso, he has collected $18 billion worth of gold, compared to the $1 billion France was giving them a year. $1 billion in a year versus $18 billion in the last 2 years. I think he made a great decision. He also made it very clear that the partnership with Russia is just educational. He said, we do not want nothing from Russia. It's just education. It is just education. We are not depending on them for anything. I ain't got nothing to do with that. On top of that, General Michael Langley of the United States said that he is not sorry for targeting Burkina Faso's president. He said he is following the orders of his country. Michael, General Langley, don't get up. I'm just saying, don't get fucked up. They're not playing with this president. They're not playing with this president. Come to find out, before he went to Russia last week for their Victory Day, Ivory Coast hired 100 and something plus people to go into Burkina Faso and try to take him out. And when President Ibrahim found out, had his drones attack them, they had to run. The ones that didn't get had to run back to Ivory Coast. Y'all better stop playing with this man. Y'all better stop playing with this man. So they had an auditor look at the tax bill. And let me just say this. If you make less than $15,000 in America, by 2027, which Trump's tax bill, big beautiful bill, goes into effect, if it's passed, goes into effect in 2026. By 2027, anybody that makes less than 15K, your taxes will go up by 18%. By 18%. If you make $15,000 or less, your taxes are going to increase by 15%. It ain't a lie. They had the hearing yesterday, and the auditor sat there and he said, yes, this is true. An auditor went through the whole thing. An auditor went through the whole damn thing. And wait, it gets worse. Let me find the other one because it definitely gets worse. It also has a place in it where Medicaid recipients will have to work. So, in the Medicaid area, since they're slashing some of it, what the hell? What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Oh, no, 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 no! Something just attacked my computer. What the hell is this? Y'all, my computer has just been attacked. I don't know what to do. Oh my God. Oh my God. What is this? Like it just popped up. I shut it down. Should I reboot it? It's unplugged. It's not plugged. It's not plugged. Restart it? No. Yes. No. Disconnect for a few. Yes. Reboot it. I'm getting hacked. Why would I be getting hacked? I don't know what safe mode is. Let me see if it's still up there. Okay, everything is closed. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, everything seems to be back in order. Ain't nobody attacked my shit from Starlink. Y'all crazy. Okay, I think we're back on. I think we're back on it. I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're good. It's running a virus check right now. It's running a virus check right now. I think we're good. I think we're good. My whole computer just started popping shit up. Yeah, I'm gonna change my password. Actually, I don't even do password. I do fingerprint. I don't have passwords. I have fingerprint only. If I disconnect myself from the internet, I can't give y'all no information. As long as I change my bank stuff, I'm good. They can't get in my bank account. That's all I care about. Yes, I have the Norton virus. I can't run it in the midst of me trying to give y'all information. It don't work like that. I'm running it. Quick scan. I'm checking. Hold on. It's running. I got that many damn files on my computer. I'm running it right now. Space Kim at work. Check the virus scan. It might be bogus. You need a backup machine. Redundancy. That's a lot, L. I have no idea what you're talking about. It's running. It's just taking a little bit of time. But while it's running in the background. I'm going to let it run in the background. So, what was I saying? Yes. So, Medicaid. So, there's a little clause in the tax bill that's cutting, $880 billion of Social Security and Medicaid. It says community engagement requirement. Under the House bill, many Medicaid recipients would be subject to something the measures calls a community engagement agreement requirement. That provision would mandate that people who are enrolled in the program either work, participate in volunteer work, or be enrolled in an educational program for at least 80 hours a month. If you're on Medicaid, most Medicaid recipients can't work. That's why they're on Medicaid. Yeah. So Medicaid recipients would have to verify their community engagement eligibility twice a year. The bill also adds more rigorous income verification process for those who enroll in the Affordable Care Act, known as Obamacare, healthcare coverage. So they're going to make it harder for anybody to get help. So they're going to slash Social Security, Medicaid. Then they're going to go after the Affordable Care Act. And they're going to make it harder for you to get health insurance. Yay, America. They snuck that in. But they ain't think nobody would catch that shit. They just didn't think nobody would catch it. But people are catching everything at this moment right now. And I'm just going to be very, very clear. A lot of red states depend on Medicaid, Medicare, SNAP. Red states. Those are the ones that actually need it more than any other place. Red states. Y'all rely on those benefits from the government to stay afloat. And that's not hate. That's not spreading lies. That is actual truth. And I put the gram up for you in my video. So if you want to see what states really need that shit, go take a look. Please go take a look, because the Republicans' proposed health care cuts will unalive 21,600 people a year. You think COVID had problems? It will literally unalive 21,600 people a year. Their cuts to Medicaid will disproportionately affect the working class Americans, including those who voted large numbers for Trump. And also, if you have this tax bill, if you make less than 15K, I can't believe I'm saying this, because when they said it on here, they was like, I thought it was a joke when I read it. And this is coming directly from the auditor. If you make less than 15K, you would see an increase of 74% in your taxes by 2029. By 2029, if you make less than 15K, your income, your taxes will go up 74% by 2029 because they have to pay the 1%. The 1% needs their tax cut. Where are they going to get that from? On top of that, if you make between 15 and 30K, your taxes are going to increase by 20%. And all of this is going to take effect under the next presidency, like he did to Biden. Just what he did, exactly what he did to Biden is what he's going to do again. He's going to make sure it goes into effect as soon as he's leaving office. So he can say it wasn't him. So he can say it wasn't him. Senator Rand Paul said, if Doge cuts are real, why are we going to borrow another $5 trillion? The reason we're borrowing $5 trillion is because Trump needs to pay that 1% that got him in this office. He needs to pay that 1%. And speaking of Doge, I have that headline. So Doge said that the Social Security phone calls were giving fraud. About 80% of it was fraud. That was a lie. Doge did their own internal investigation and 0.01% was fraud. They only found 2 phone calls that was perceived as fraud out of all the Social Security phone calls. Remember when they wanted to cut the phone calls, you had to go in person to do your applications? Do they not know the Social Security Administration has protocols in to detect fraud over the phone? They only found 2 phone calls out of hundreds of thousands of phone calls that were fraud. Doge ain't found shit. They ain't found nothing. Not a damn thing. But yet the Social Security Administration has been cut down. I don't know where the fraud is. I ain't gonna lie. But I know who is a fraud. Mr. Elon. Mr. Elon. Y'all remember when Elon went on that campaign trail and he promised those people money if they signed that petition? Remember that? I'll pay you. He promised voters he'll pay them $100 to sign a petition for the America PAC. Okay? Come to find out he ain't paid them. Nobody got paid. He got 20,000 signatures. Nobody made money. Not one person is paying, and now they're suing. 3 plaintiffs from Pennsylvania, Nevada, and Georgia have filed a lawsuit last week on behalf of anyone who was in the same situation, accusing the Super PAC for not paying for their full signatures or for referring other voters to sign. We all know DT don't pay his bills. We all know Donald Trump don't pay his bills. We know that. We know that, okay? That is just nothing that's new. But now there's a lawsuit, okay? Here's something that may piss y'all off. So Trumpy did make a deal with the cartel. On Tuesday, Mexican security officials revealed that 17 relatives of the cartel leaders made their way into the U.S. last week. This move was a part of an agreement involving the son of the former Sinaloa cartel chief and Trump administration. So y'all making deal with El Chapo's people? Omar Garcia Harfa, I hope I said that right, the Mexican security secretary confirmed a report by an independent journalist regarding the interests of family members of Ovidio Guzman Lopez, who was extradited to the U.S. in 2023. During the radio video interview, Garcia indicated that it was evident to Mexican authorities that this occurred following negotiations between Guzman Lopez and the U.S. government. Guzman Lopez, among the brothers who were currently managing the faction of the cartel following imprisonment of their infamous father, El Chapo, in the United States. Footage showed the family members crossing the border into Tijuana with their luggage approaching U.S. agents. He coming out. El Chapo coming out. They're talking about extraditing. Last week, there are speculations of the younger Guzman would be entering a guilty plea to avoid facing a trial and multiple trafficking charges in the U.S. after his extradition in 2023. What is part of this deal? I really want to know what this deal entails, because for them to cross over, somebody had to give the United States something. What did they give him? What did they give him? What did they give him? I'm curious. I want to know what was given for this exchange. Because, baby, you just don't let people in. Remember, they kicking everybody out. They kicking everybody out. Why are you letting 17 of the most dangerous cartel in Mexico inside? They not seeking asylum. They the most protected. They not seeking asylum. They are the most protected. I just want to know. Speaking of exchanges, Frumpy is strongholding the country of Gambia in Africa. He is refusing to give aid to Gambia as long as they refuse to allow Starlink into their country. Remember when I told y'all last week or earlier this week that Trump is trying to stronghold African countries to use Starlink? Well, Gambia is one of those countries. And they're saying, we're going to hold your aid until you agree. Gambia says they feel like that's a threat, and I would too. And then Elon is going to... See, I don't hate all of y'all. I don't have hate in my heart. I just can't stand some of y'all, and he's one of them. He posted South Africa has passed 142 laws forcing discrimination against anyone who is not black. Even though I was born in South Africa from an apartheid, I put that part in. The government will not grant at Starlink a license to operate simply because I'm not black. No, it's because you're corrupt. And you benefited from apartheid. You're not really South African. You're just born there, but you're not really a South African. And I'm going to say this. I will never acknowledge anybody that looks like this as a South African. The only reason you're in that country is because of apartheid. Because your ancestors decided they wanted to go steal land and make Africans lower class and make them indentured servants. I will never recognize y'all as anything but what y'all are, colonizers. It is what it is. He says this is shameful disgrace of legacy of a great Nelson Mandela. Why would you even bring his name up? Y'all were pissed off when this man was voted in. I cannot stand when y'all use our leaders and our people to magnify whatever racist ideology y'all have. Nelson Mandela wouldn't fuck with y'all. Malcolm X wouldn't fuck with y'all. Martin Luther King wouldn't fuck with y'all. Y'all don't get that, do y'all? None of our leaders really like y'all. We don't really like y'all. We just have to deal with y'all and live with y'all. Hello? He said, This is a shameful disgrace to the legacy of great Nelson Mandela, who sought to have all races treated equally. No, he sought to have all South Africans, real South Africans with melanated skin, to be treated equally on their land that they were born on, that their legacy was created on, that you were never supposed to fucking enter. Okay, there we go. I just wanted to correct that for y'all. I just wanted to correct that. So Denver lost communications with their airplanes for 90 seconds. Yeah. I'm really not 90 seconds. Yeah, 90 seconds. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Denver air traffic controllers had 2-minute communication outage, FAA says. The shit is starting to spread because Denver is nowhere near Newark, New Jersey. They're nowhere near each other. But yet, this shit is starting to spread. I'm going to need y'all to chill the fuck out. But with that being said, Sean Duffy, the transportation secretary, says they are getting their parts from eBay and 3D printers. They're getting their parts. I'm not playing with y'all. I'm dead ass serious. I'm about to read the headline directly from his mouth, okay? I'm not lying to y'all. I'm dead ass serious. This is exactly what he said, and he was smiling as he put this out here. Let me go find it. He said that. He said they were getting their parts from eBay. eBay! We don't even use eBay that much anymore. Yes. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says FAA has used eBay and 3D printers to replace parts for aging systems. For aging systems. No. eBay? Okay. 3D printer. I get that. But eBay? Yes. The Federal Aviation Administration has resorted to buying replacement parts on eBay and making new 3D printer parts. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy told lawmakers Thursday as the air safety systems draw scrutiny for decades of old technology and persistent staff problems. We do try to buy replacement parts on eBay for this really old equipment. Duffy told members that y'all don't... Old equipment, why don't you just replace the goddamn equipment? Why are you using fucking parts from eBay? eBay! Our government is ghetto. Our government is ghetto. We're bidding on airplane parts and airplane parts on eBay. This is not funny, y'all. I'm not laughing. This is dead ass real shit. You know what? I ain't never think I hear something like this come from the government. Can somebody go on eBay if y'all see any parts being sold? If y'all see Sean Duffy name pop up, let me know. I'm curious. They buy refurbished shit from eBay. Refurbished shit. But here's a kicker. Clean Vision. I think it's called Clean or Klein Vision has certified their first flying car, air car, which transforms into an airplane in 90 seconds. Y'all can get this shit. Why y'all not talking to these people to fix the airplane problems? They got a fucking flying car now. They got a flying car. We got transformers in the air. But y'all not talking to them. Y'all buying parts off the eBay? Yes. I'm just saying. I am not. Y'all fly at your own fucking risk. I ain't getting in nobody airplane. We are driving everywhere. I don't. I ain't never heard. I've never said it's not safe to fly, but this year, I don't think it's safe to go nowhere. Oh, and Spirit Airlines has roaches. I'm not playing. It's in my video. Spirit Airline has roaches. But they were deemed the best the airline this year. They were named the best airline this year. They got roaches. They got roaches. They sure do. Oh my God, that shit is hilarious. Come on. That shit is hilarious. All right, so y'all know what the FBI, the former FBI director James Comey did, right? I ain't mad that he did it, but he's under investigation now. So James Comey was at the beach and he made a post that pissed off every conservative. He ain't pissed me off. He put 8647. My phone keeps pausing. Oh, it's probably hot. Am I pausing? Peoples, please tell me if I'm buffering or not. Yes, no, yes, no, no, yes. I'm sorry if but I don't know what to do about that. I got to keep going. So yes, James Comey put in the sand 8647. I thought it was funny. I'm lagging here and there. No. You're fine. You're fine. You was fine. Okay. I thought it was funny. Funny, but also real. So he put 8647 on his thing, and yeah, no, I'm dead ass serious. He put it in the sand and he posted it, and conservatives were pissed off. So the number 86 can be often referred to as getting rid of or tossing something out, while 47 corresponds with Trump's current term. He's the 47th president. Well, he's saying what everybody's thinking. So now he is going to be under investigation for some seashells. He's under investigation for seashells. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem wrote on social media post Thursday evening that the DHS and the Secret Service are investigating an alleged threat made against Trump by Comey. Disgraced former FBI James Comey just called for the assassination of President Trump. I don't think he called for it. I don't think he called for it. I think he just, he was getting something off his chest. But speaking of Miss Kristi Noem, it has been said that she is actually looking at a TV show where migrants have to compete for their citizenship. Now, I don't know how true that is, but you know what? I don't put it past Trump. I don't put it past this administration. I don't put it past this administration. I don't. If they come out with a TV show where illegal immigrants have to compete for their status, it's not even a joke. It's dead ass serious, and that's just what it is. We're living in The Handmaid's Tale in Georgia. If you're from Georgia, pay attention. Literally, season 3 Handmaid's Tale, one of the handmaids loses blood to her brain and she's in a coma, but she's pregnant, and so she has to keep the baby, and the baby has to stay alive, so they keep her on a life support. Right now in Georgia, there is a young woman named Adrena Smith. Adrena Smith is a nurse. She was 30 years old. She went to the doctor when she was 9 weeks pregnant because she was having bad headaches. Her and her boyfriend went. They sent her home because they said they couldn't do nothing for her. They didn't give her no CAT scan. They didn't check anything. They said they just couldn't do nothing for her. She went back. They did the scan. Come to find out she had blood clots that were going up to her brain. Adriana has been brain dead for 90 days. For 90 days. But she's been forced to carry that baby. So she's been put on life support. She is not alive. But they keep her heart pumping and her blood flowing while that baby grows in her stomach. She has just been transported to another hospital to give birth while she's not alive. While she's not alive. And it's all because the 6-week heartbeat ban in Georgia. The family of Adriana has no say-so in what happens to her or that baby. Now, I want to make it very clear. The mommy is gone. That baby could come out blind, with disabilities, not fully developed. None of that. The parents have gotten no information. But yet, her parents, who are 50 years old, will be responsible for helping take care of that child, on top of her 7-year-old son that keeps visiting her in the hospital because he thinks his mommy is still alive. He thinks his mama is still alive, and I'm going to say this like this. The baby has no fucking rights. It is not in this world. The parents of that child, Adriana, should have made that decision on if they choose for that child to keep its life or not, and forcing their daughter, who has been unalive for 90-something days, to carry a child, fake being alive. Their 7-year-old son has no idea what's going on with their mother because they can't say anything. I don't give a fuck if you call me cruel. Y'all don't care about the women carrying those children. Y'all would allow that child to enter this earth without their mother, with maybe having some deformities, some mental issues, maybe blind, but long as it's here. Long as it's here. The dad cannot take care of that child alone. That dad is going to need some help. That child will never know the feeling of holding their mother. They won't get any nutrients from their mother, which means they will be already at risk. Already at risk. This is what women have become, incubators. And for every man that sits in these comments, especially y'all, I hope your daughter never goes through this. Never. Because then you will have to watch your daughter in a bed be dead for 90 days and not have a choice in what happens to her body. A fetus has no rights. And at 9 weeks, she could have aborted. At 9 weeks, if she found out she had blood clots, she could have had a decision to make. They could have saved her at 9 weeks, but her being a black woman in Georgia, the maternity rate of us dying is high. Us not being believed for our pain is high. And this is one of those situations where black women are not being heard. And look what happened. Look what happened. This is what's going to start happening in states. We're going to be brain dead. We're not going to be alive, but we're going to be forced to carry a baby. And God forbid that baby is born and something is wrong with it. And now the parents that are 50 years old are forced to help take care of that child. And a man that knows nothing about babies, because let me make something very clear. Adriana Smith was a nurse. She was a nurse. She already has a child. She knew what she was doing. That man ain't got no clue on what's going on. And y'all gonna send that baby out into this world not knowing what's going on. I am pissed. And I am pissed because I live in the state of Georgia. I'm pissed because I know if I even try to get pregnant again, I could die. Because I am predisposed to ectopic pregnancies. I've had 2 in the past 10 years. I have died once on the table, and they had to save me. I cannot even think about having kids in this state because I won't be saved. I would be left for dead in a car, waiting to the last minute for someone to save my life. But it's okay for y'all to laugh at a woman. It's okay for y'all to say, oh, the baby has rights. It's okay for y'all to say the baby has rights. What about the rights of the mother? What about my right to live? Because if I don't live, I can't produce any more kids. Y'all are so past ignorant. Y'all willing to let a person, a woman, die for the sake of a child that will be motherless. And for that child to probably lose its life too. Can y'all clean my room in YouTube land and get rid of all these white men that are laughing about women losing their lives? Can y'all clean them out, please? If y'all got somebody in here, clean them out, because this is not it. Clean them out. Get rid of them. I'm tired of it. I don't have the patience for them. I don't have the patience for it. I just don't. But this is what allowing the states to have the decision on what happens to our bodies. Because in red states, they would rather watch a woman die just for the sake of having another baby born to work in their factories. They don't care about babies. They don't. If they did, they wouldn't be cutting Medicaid. They wouldn't be cutting SNAP programs. They wouldn't try to gut the Affordable Care Act. If they cared about babies, they would give more access to health care, more access to daycare, more access to food, healthy food. If they cared about babies, the Republican Party does not care about children. They don't. They're using it as a catalyst to control women's bodies. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. They're heartless. They have no souls. And women like Adriana are going to be caught in the strays. I know, give me a hug. Can someone get DS, whatever his name is, out of here? It's like we're just pawns right now, and I'm just... Okay, give me a hug. This is why it's important for us to vote during midterms. This is why it's important for us to vote locally. And when our governors come out, we need to vote. This is why it's important. Because more women have lost their lives, and more children, more infants, more fetuses have lost their lives under this abortion ban than before. More women were saved. More babies were able to be born. Under this, the mortality rate of women in carrying children has gone up. It has gone up. It has gone up. I'm sorry. I just don't talk about this stuff just to talk about it. I'm actually affected by stuff that happens. So it's important for me to get the information out, because it's the only way I can mentally deal with this shit is to speak about it. Because I'm worried every day. Every day. I'm stressed every day I read all this information. It is so stressful. But I do it because I know people are waiting for me to give it out. But please, if y'all can, repost that information about Adriana Smith. Make your own video. The only way we're going to be able to stop this shit is if we start speaking about it. And when it's time to vote these red people out, these Republicans out of these seats, we can. We got to get them the fuck out. Speaking of Georgia, Fani Willis is off the case when it comes to Trump and the election fraud. Fani Willis has been taken off the case. She will no longer be a part of Trump's election interference. She's been removed, okay? She's been dismissed by the Georgia Court of Appeals. Okay? But Governor Kemp could not leave us without something. So Georgia governor has signed a new law that would make taxpayers in Atlanta pay for Trump's millions in legal fees due to Fani Willis dating her prosecutor. So yeah, Fulton County will be responsible for Trump's legal fees, which is millions of dollars. So taxpayers will be responsible for that. And that is because of Brian Kemp. Governor Kemp signed that in. You know, he gave us that little increase in $500 increase of money. Well, this because he could slap this behind it. Yeah, he slapped this right on behind. So we will be responsible for it. And ain't nothing we can do about it. So it'll definitely come out of our taxpayers' money. Alabama, the first group of South Africans are coming to y'all. They're going to y'all first. So the first group will be in Alabama, which kind of is perfect for them. That's the right place for them. You're going to be there with your people. Just make sure you ain't put in a certain place in Alabama. Just to let you know, it's a lot of black folks there too. Don't get it twisted. It'll definitely be there. Just want to make sure y'all know that. Trump has also snuck something else into the tax bill. There are a lot of hidden shit in this tax bill. The Medicaid, people on Medicaid having to work, AI looking into taxpayers' documents, and now Trump has also entered another provision into the tax bill that will give the executive branch, him, the power to effectively shut down any nonprofit organization that went against him. So any nonprofit organization that went against him, like the NAACP, the ACLU, he will be able to shut them down. They're sneaking more into this tax bill than just, funding cuts. They are literally sneaking shit in here. Yes. So anybody that went against him, any organization that went against him that's nonprofit, they're going to be able to shut y'all down completely. That's freedom of speech, but it's in that bill. It's in the bill. The tax bill will give them that power. They're sneaking anything and everything into that tax bill because they are planning to get that shit passed. On top of the $880 billion cut from Medicaid and Social Security and Medicare. It's a loaded tax bill. It is loaded as fuck. They voted the bill down so far, 1620. I like that bill. I like that. I appreciate that. I do like that. Now, good news. I got some good news for y'all. Sesame Street has secured $250,000 in grant funding to support their Vital Children programming. So, yay for Sesame and Elmo. Elmo will get his face off of LinkedIn. Elmo was on LinkedIn, y'all. Aaron just said it didn't pass. Yeah! Woo! Thank you, Jesus. That damn tax bill did not pass. Oh my God. Okay, I got something to be happy about. Thank you, Jesus. Woo! We knew some Republicans wasn't with the shit. I just didn't think they was gonna actually follow through. Oh, that's great. It didn't pass. I'm thank God it did not pass. Whew. I had me and Elmo stressed. All right. Now y'all know the Supreme Court is hearing the birthright citizenship case, right? Now, birthright citizenship, Trump says that birthright citizenship should only be given to people born in America, and is only supposed to be for black people and slaves that were descendants of slaves. Now, I'm going to make something very clear. It's about birthright citizenship, but it's not about birthright citizenship, all right? I want y'all to follow me. Lower Supreme Courts deemed that this ruling, this executive order, was unconstitutional. It goes against the Constitution, okay? It goes against the Constitution. Trump is saying because he is president and he's a part of the executive branch, that lower courts should not be able to strike down his rulings nationally. It should only be in their state or their county where they are located. That is the fight right now, okay? That is the fight. He's saying judges lower than him should not be able to make the decisions of cutting off his orders because they are lower in the court areas, and they should only be able to focus on cutting things in their county and or state. Now, baby, checks and balances: judicial, executive, legislative. It goes around in a circle. They're cutting Trump off at his legs, and he's using birthright citizenship to strike judges down, no matter where they're located. Now, this is the Supreme Court. He's at the top. The Supreme Court is over everybody. Now, if the Supreme Court rules against Trump in this, these lower courts are about to start striking everything down. They about to start striking everything down. Right now, they're at a hold. But if Trump gets his way in the Supreme Court, then we're screwed. And birthright citizenship will be knocked down. Which means that a lot of people in this country are about to become illegal immigrants. A lot of people in this country are about to become illegal immigrants. New York is going to be heavy. California is going to be heavy. Florida, Georgia, Texas, Louisiana, a lot of people. And I don't just mean Mexicans. I mean Haitians, Dominicans. I mean Canadians that are here. I mean people across the pond. A lot of people are going to be considered illegal immigrants. I don't know about his children. You know how that goes. But we need to pay very close attention to that. Very close attention. FEMA is not ready for hurricane season. I just want y'all to know, if y'all are in these states where hurricanes hit hard, FEMA is not ready. They are not ready to help. They're not prepared. The internal agency review is not ready. Hurricane preparations for the Federal Emergency Management Agency has slowed down to a crawl, and the Disaster Relief Agency is not ready for the June 1st start of the season. They've been cut in half. Remember, Trump cut them. He cut them in half, literally. And they have not even been able to train people. They have cut training, emergency training for staffers. They are not ready. But Trump not sending help anyways. He say the state should be able to handle their own shit. So he's not sending people help. He's not helping people anyways. He's not. I don't know about his wife. She married him. That's just what it is. I do not know about his wife. I have no idea. The Wisconsin judge that was indicted by the FBI and Homeland Security for allowing a migrant to get away, quote unquote, allegedly, Well, she's filing an indictment to dismiss all charges. I hope that it happens. I hope that she's able to get that bad boy up and out of the way. Because we damn sure need that. Trump weakens. I'm just going to read this one because, baby, he's going to make us sick. He's going to make us sick. So, where is it? He's cut the chemicals allowed in water to make it drinkable, basically. He's cut it. He's lowered it. So the PSFAs, those levels that keep water drinkable, he's cut them down. So don't drink shit from the faucet. Don't drink nothing from the faucet. He slashed the levels. The stuff that does to clean our water so we're able to drink it, he's cut that shit in half. On top of that, Florida, you no longer have fluoride in your water as well. They're cutting that. So your teeth, especially people in rural areas that can't afford to go to the dentist, yeah, they're going to be affected by that in Florida. None of that's available anymore. Teeth will not be clean. They will not be squeaky clean. They will not be squeaky clean, okay? You got May 18th to go get you a free glazed donut from Krispy Kreme. They're giving out free donuts. Just want to let y'all know that till May 18th. You got 2 days. Go get you a donut. DNC. Now, this boy Matt Hogg, he's a Gen Zer. Is he yeah, he's a Gen Zer. Matt Hogg is going on a campaign to get rid of Democrats. Now, I don't have a problem with that. The problem is he's attacking the Congressional Black Caucus, one of the minorities in the DNC. This little white boy, he's from Parkland. I got respect for him because he's a survivor of Parkland. He went against Marjorie Taylor Greene. But you better slow your motherfucking roll. You better slow your roll. You need to be focusing on these Republicans and these older YT DNCs. You better leave us alone. David Hogg. And Malcolm Keontae as vice chair. I don't know what you're thinking about. But, bruh. They looking to remove both of them. So they're going to void elections for David Hogg and Malcolm as vice chair. They don't know if they're going to allow them to run again election next year. They may not allow them to run again because David Hogg is literally going on a smear campaign against Democrats. Against the Democrats. You are a fucking Democrat. You can say we want to get rid of some of the old blood to replace the new, but you can't go shit on the whole goddamn thing. You doing more harm than good. Move that shit in silence, my boy. You don't look like you should be a part of it. Neither y'all. The Credentials Committee of the Democratic National Committee voted Monday to void the results of the internal party vote that made David Hogg a vice chair, ruling that the election had not followed proper parliament procedures. Well, we know why they did that. Which came roughly after 3 hours of internal debate and one tie vote. You pushed your own self out. You pushed your own self out. You're supposed to be there to make the party greater, and now you shitting on it. And you think you got the power because you a DNC chair. Don't forget these people been in office longer than you. You put your own self out. That's your fault. That is y'all fault. Ain't got shit to do with us. Nope. Rest in peace to the Simpsons writer. He collapsed in front of his house. He collapsed in front of his house. Stephen Peepone, Emmy Award-winning writer for The Simpsons, lost his life unexpectedly at 68. The veteran writer had been in treatment for a heart condition called cardiac amyloidosis. I think that's what it's called. For the past 2 years, he passed outside of his home in Kansas. Dang, man. And let's send some love to Big Frida. She lost her spouse as well. They've been together for a good minute. Homeland Security Kristi Noem said that they're not bringing back Kilmar or Abrego Garcia. They're not bringing his ass back. And they said they will allocate money the way they see fit, even though Congress is the one that holds the pocketbook of America. Somebody need to go ahead and get her ass out. Can we arrest her? Can we arrest her? I'm just asking for a friend. Because you telling Congress you're going to do what the fuck you want. And you're going to move money the way you please. Because let me make something very clear. Homeland is running out of money. They're over their budget. FBI is running out of money. They're over their budget. Because they're trying to get everybody to focus on immigration. So they're trying to find money from other places. Like DEI initiatives and transgendered initiatives. And then move that money to law enforcement, like Pam Bodie said, so they can get more officers on the ground. Yep. For all my NFL lovers who are black or minority, the NFL has quietly shut down the Accelerator program, the initiative that boosts diversity in coaching and front office hires. So no more black, no more Hispanic, no more minority coaches. I ain't running for office. Girl, I'm crazy. I'd be in jail. You don't want me out there. My mouth is not appropriate. Jasmine Crockett is a lawyer. Jasmine Crockett is a lawyer. I'm not even a lawyer. I'm crazy. I'm crazy, okay? I'm crazy. And anything they say that they found on me, I'm going to say, yeah, I did it, and what? I did it. What you going to do now? I'm not denying it. What? Like, I'm not there. But I do love Jasmine Crockett. She's really short in person. Kim Jong-un tells North Korea to prepare for a war. Yeah. Kim Jong-un, dictator of North Korea, is preparing for war. I didn't see that on my bingo card. I wasn't ready for that on my bingo card. I don't know what they're preparing for, but yeah, they're ready. Kim Jong-un, North Korea. I don't know if they with South Korea. I ain't got no fucking idea. All I know is they preparing for something. All I know is they're preparing for something. They're not saying who. They just said they're preparing. They're not saying who they're preparing with, okay? I don't think he's going to let that cat out the bag until later on. But they are ready. They are marching. I don't know who they're going after, but Lord Jesus, please don't let it be us. Please don't let it be us. Please let it be somewhere else. I mean, I don't even want it to be somewhere else, God. Can we just chill out? We're not even halfway through the year. Just chill out for a second. But yeah. I don't know. But on top of that, Germany said, oh Lord, Germany said they are preparing to up their army to make it the strongest army in Europe again. We don't need another Nazi. We don't need another Nazi regime, okay, Germany? Why do y'all need to be more powerful? We don't need another Nazi regime. No. No, we don't. I think Cheeto is pissing off everybody. We do not need Germany trying to rev up their shit too. Everybody repping up their armies. I need to be in a place. Is there an island we can go to so we can chill the fuck out? Is there an army? I mean, an island where, we can just go to and hide out. I know there's an island we can go hide out at while all this shit is going on and just come back later. Like, we can come back later, for real. We can definitely come back later. I'm all for it. I am all for it. Um, Black folks, Ryan Coogler has another show coming out. It's called Ironheart. It is the same girl that was in Black Panther 2. Black Panther 3. Wakanda Forever. Which one is it? 2 or 3? Is it 2 or 3? She's the girl that built the machine. 2. Yeah. He's doing her story. He's doing her story. It's a series. And all the YT people are pissed off. They already given it 50% thumbs down on YouTube. I need y'all to go up that shit. Go find the reviewing on YouTube and boost it up. I need y'all to go write comments. I need y'all to go show love. Yes, I need y'all to boost it up. It's coming out on Disney. We need to show up for that show. Ryan Coogler is the one producing it. We need to show up for that show, because the more we show up, the more we get movies about us. Okay? On top of that, Sinners is on the way to make it 300 million globally. The same amount of money that Avatar has made. We are about to beat up there with Avatar as an original movie. An original movie. We about to be there with Avatar. So if you can go see that movie again, go see that hoe again. Take somebody that ain't seen it yet. Okay, we need to get to that 300 million break. We need to be right there with Avatar. We're already at 230 million. We need to be there. Go see that shit again. Okay? We need to get to Avatar status, so they can never say that black people, black writers, black producers, black actresses, minorities don't make money. Go see that movie again. We need to surpass Avatar if we can. Sinners. Go see Sinners again. I'm going to see it again. I am. Okay? That's great. Make sure we do that. Dems are in Republican areas. Democrats are doing town halls in Republican counties. And when I say they are showing out, people are showing the fuck up. Democrats are playing the game smart. For once in our lives, we are finally going behind the Republicans and sneaking up into their fucking territory. They are everywhere. They're doing town halls everywhere. We can flip the House and the Senate come midterms if we keep going down this way. That means if your child has graduated from high school, make sure they're registered to vote. Drag their asses to vote. Make sure they are registered to vote if you have a child that has graduated and is of the age to vote. Make sure they have their card. Come midterms, we gonna need them. Come midterms, we are going to need them. Trying to see if there's anything I'm missing. Okay, no more news I'm missing. Now everybody wants to know about Tory Lanez, Diddy, and Chris Brown. Okay, and DDG. So let me get the gossip out the way. DDG, he in trouble. Okay. Hallie has full custody until their hearing in June. She has full custody right now. She doesn't trust him. She's scared of him. She said the abuse started before the baby came. Okay? She's alleging that the abuse started before Halo was even born. Before she even got pregnant. So she now has full custody of Halo. He can't see him at all. He said he knew something like this was going to happen. He felt it because everything was going too good for him. No, you felt something was going to happen because you kept speaking on this girl regularly. Regularly. Kai Cenat banned him on stream. I ain't mad. Banned him on streaming university. As he should. He knew this shit was going to happen. And I'm going to say this. Halle Bailey has never been outspoken about DDG. She's never really dragged him in any news. Every time he drags her, she don't really respond. He talks about her all the time. She don't really respond. Maybe if he would have shut up and stopped talking about Halo and her on every streaming platform and left her alone and set to the visitation rights, maybe she wouldn't have to go this far. And I'm going to say this. Black women, stop dating below your fucking stature. And yes, you're an actress, you're a singer. Why the fuck are you dating a streamer? And I'm not saying that streamers don't make money, but maturity-wise, it's not there for him. It's not there. Learning how to co-parent, it damn sure is not there. This boy is still acting like a child. He's still doing pranks. He's still actually immature. He is not wise enough to co-parent. He's not wise enough not to drag the mother of his child every chance he gets. Black women are the only women that are told to settle. And when you settle, you get DDGs. When you settle, you get Keke Palmer's baby daddy. When you settle, you end up like Sierra before her husband. If no other race of women have to settle, black women, we shouldn't either. And I don't give a damn what Ayanna said. I'm not marrying the goddamn bus driver. I'm marrying the fucking CEO. That's just it. So we're going to see how this plays out. Even though DDG's sister dragged her, DDG's brother dragged her, every streamer got on there and dragged her, I don't give a fuck. Because she got proof. Where's yours? It's just hearsay. She's got physical proof. What you say is hearsay. You snuck in this girl's house and took a picture while she wasn't there. That is creepy. You broke into this girl's house while she wasn't home. You took a picture of her bed. That is trespassing. That is stalking. That is creepy. Rock Nation sent him the bottles. I don't know. I don't know why. On to Tory Lanez. So we all know Tory got, he's in the hospital recovering. There's a petition out to free Tory. He's asking Gavin Newsom to free him. Allegedly, Kelsey's bouncer said he overheard Kelsey saying, I'm the one that did it. But like Megan's people said, the courts found him guilty. The courts found him guilty. First of all, he wasn't supposed to be nowhere near a firearm because he was on probation. The courts decided he was guilty. The courts are the one that charged him. Megan Thee Stallion did not file charges. The court filed charges. Megan Thee Stallion was told that she had to show up and testify. You either testify or you go to jail, sweetheart. I'm testifying. That is the rule. When you are called to testify and you don't testify, hello. And if you lie on the stand, okay? So we're going to see something because Tory's people actually have to put that evidence in front of a judge. So we're going to see what happens in that case. But do I believe him? No. Do I believe there's money involved? Yes. Could I be wrong? Maybe. Do I feel like I am? No. I just don't. And if Kelsey did do it, why did they save her? And Tory, there's too many holes in his story. There's too many holes in his story. The note says stay in your lane because allegedly Tory was fucking with somebody's woman in prison. He told that man when his wife visited him that, hey, your wife like black men and I can get at her. And that's what allegedly got him shanked. That's a story that's out there. I ain't got nothing to do with that, but that's the story that's out there. He said something to the wrong person. That man's serving life. He ain't got nothing to lose. He's serving life. He has nothing to lose. I'm just saying. All right. Chris Brown said free Tory Lanez. Now he's in jail. He's in jail in London. He went in front of a judge this morning and they refused to give him bail. He's charged with grievous abuse to bodily harm or something like that. One count. For allegedly hitting somebody with a bottle in their head in 2023 at a club. The judge say he will remain in jail until his hearing, which is in June. Now, Chris has a couple of dates before he gets out. They're going to have to cancel those dates. Chris Brown. Yes, Chris Brown is locked up in London. London, Manchester. He's not getting out until his hearing. And he may be stuck in there if they charge him. There will be no concert. There's a couple of concert dates that are before June 13th. There's a June 8th and a June 11th that may have to be rescheduled. But yeah, they don't play over there. You are not in America, sir. They do not play over there. So everybody hold on to y'all tickets. He may not be getting out. That's not funny, but you should have closed your mouth. Y'all speaking way too soon. I feel like karma came and bit you in your butt. Came and bit you. You should have shut up about Tory. Now they're going to be saying free Chris Brown. Y'all gonna get enough of messing with black women. Y'all gonna get enough of messing with black women. I ain't saying Megan got that voodoo, but what can you say? Now, Diddy trial is still going on. Today, Aubrey and Don are both testifying. And I know Aubrey has been waiting for this goddamn day since they made they asses dance for their lives, okay? Aubrey has been waiting to take the stand. I know that bitch is giddy, okay? She is ready, okay? Now, the cross-examination did not go well for Cassie. She had to stop in the middle because it was too stressful for her. They tried to make it seem like she wanted to be a part of every last freak off, which we know is not true because she admitted to some and she denied others. She also talked about how he threatened Kid Cudi and her. And you know, Kid Cudi's car went boom in his driveway all of a sudden one day. Michael B. Jordan was mentioned because Diddy thought that Cassie was messing around with him. Mike Myers was mentioned. Who else was mentioned in the lawsuit? Ryan Leslie was named, resurfaced as well. Cassie revealed she only got $20 million from Diddy. And 33% went to her lawyers, which is about $6,600,000. So she only got about $14 million. She only got about $14 million, which is fine with me because, baby, you paid for the rest of your life. So that's on you. That's good. I don't know if Diddy's going to take the stand. But it's going to be interesting if he does take the stand. It's going to be really interesting if he does take the stand. I don't. Cassie also said that Diddy OD'd on opies. She made it very aware that during a certain time when she was trying to get away from him, he threatened to reveal some of her videos, and she emailed family and his people saying, can you stop this? Nobody said anything. So she was kind of forced to go back. He's also being sued. He's being sued for alleged rape in 2001. The girl says he had a Tootsie Roll. Thank God he had a Tootsie Roll because it did not hurt her. No comment. We are no comment. She said, thank God it was a Tootsie Roll because it did not hurt her. No freaking comment, bro. I cannot. Cassie also revealed that she had so many UTIs that the medicine would not work from her. She had sores in her mouth that were not healed, and she still had to perform acts for Diddy. That is sad. We're gonna see how this goes. I'm curious to see what reveals with Dawn and Aubrey, but I know them two are not gonna hold back. And I'm so sick of hearing black women shame her for staying for 10 years. I'm so sick of hearing black women shame her for staying for 10 years. Y'all don't know how abuse works. Because if y'all did, y'all would not be opening your mouth and saying anything like this, as ignorant as this. I expect it from men, but I don't expect it from women, especially black women. I expect men to berate her and treat her like that, but not black women. Y'all should be disappointed in yourselves. So disappointed, talking about, well, I ran. Every situation is different. Let me make something very clear. There are plenty of stories out there where Cassie has run from this man. You literally watched a video of her running and he dragged her back. You literally watched a video of her. Like, what? She's ran several times. She ran to a hairstylist, or I think it was a makeup stylist or a hairstylist that had to get her a doctor to come to the house to look at her. She's run several times. She was with Kid Cudi. Boom. She's run several times. How much running can you do from a billionaire that has people on payroll, that can find you anytime they want to, that can take your phones from you? Did y'all forget about the Tiffany Red? When Tiffany Red was with her, Diddy Force told her that she has to go to this freak off or she's not going to be able to get no music made. And she was like, I don't have a choice. I have to go. I don't have a choice. Like, come on, y'all. Be real. If you actually knew the ins and out of this investigation, you would know how many times this girl tried to run. And if you don't know, I have a 140 something video playlist called Surviving Diddy that will give you that information if you're that damn ignorant. If you're that ignorant, there is information out there for you. Oh, Putin didn't show up to Ukraine's meeting in Turkey, so that war is still going to go on. United Health Group the United Health Care Group is under criminal investigation for medical fraud, for Medicare fraud. Free Mangini, free Mangione, free Luigi. All right, people, that's all I got today. Happy Friday. If you haven't seen my video, please go look at it. Please like, share, and comment. Of course, y'all know the daily recap will be back on Monday. Hopefully the algorithm is reset. And, but I'm about to have me a midday, and finish some work. I have to do some editing and stuff. Yeah. And I'm going to go cry because I've had a bad morning. I need to cry. And there's nothing wrong with crying, guys. Crying is healthy, okay? Crying is healthy. If you got to cry, do it. Okay? I will see y'all on Monday for the daily recap, for the weekend recap. And y'all have fun this weekend. Do something nice. I may vlog this weekend. I may do a vlog this weekend. I'm just trying to see if I have the energy to do so. I'm trying to jump into other avenues, but we shall see. Bye, peoples. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. And for all you racists in YouTube land, y'all have no hearts. Y'all are some of the most ridiculous people I've ever seen in my life. And no wonder God sees y'all as last. God literally put y'all on this earth because God says hell is on earth and y'all are the gatekeepers of hell. Literally. Y'all are gatekeepers of hell. When we go to heaven, we don't have to deal with y'all. But God is going to make sure we have to go through y'all to get there. Have a good weekend.